Anybody need a snake they need to get milked? Oh, that sounded... Nope. I am not a professional snake milker. I'm leaving. I'm leaving Boise forever. I'm never coming back. This whole... Goodbye. Goodbye, Boise. See you later. You can get arrested for that in this country. Fuck. But I learned from the ladies. I learned it from those ladies. They taught me about it. Ah, fuck. Never mind. All right, we're going. Like this stream, we're going south. All right, heading into Nevada. Damn. See you later, Oregon. Oh boy. Well, good stuff. All right, so we're gonna go into Nevada and we're gonna head down to, I guess, Vegas is the thing. There isn't really. Yeah, we'll go in here and then we'll hook back up with her. We haven't really talked to like a ton of people, and I guess if I really wanted to, I could loop down into New Mexico. I don't think I've talked to him yet. I'm kind of trying to just organically do the playthrough and not like hunt down every story. There's 219 stories in the game, so I don't think this is a one playthrough thing. I'm very much not intending it that way. I am playing a bit like a visual novel in the sense that I want to just like kind of go through it naturally. Also, those ladies in Boise were Those ladies in Boise were not they weren't the secret lesbians from the haunted house. Yeah, we helped the construction guy and we get some money. All right, back in Nevada. Tomoko, thank you.
Beside this lonely campfire, a familiar, magnificent black horse rears at your presence. A familiar old Stetson-hatted cowboy calms him. Easy, boy, Bill says.
He's talking to me.
He
Oh, it's
turns his
Pecos
attention
Bill.
to you. Sorry, he startles around strangers. I guess he's like me. You want to give him an apple?
Oh, sure.
The horse snorts as you approach. Easy, easy, Bill says again, his voice low and soothing. The horse eyes you warily.
It could be one of any of the cowboy bills. I think this was
its
the
head
Pecos
to
Bill.
your palm and begins to eat. The cowboy nods as he lifts a tin pot from the flames.
Uma-san.
You want a cup of coffee, stranger? Don't get company much, but I try to be hospitable. West's changed. Folks still need each other. A rattlesnake unwinds from his neck and slithers down his arm. Oh, don't worry, he won't bite. There's no animal I can't tame. People, though.
Bill, are you coming on to me?
He trails off.
Do you want me to touch? I'm gonna touch your cowboy snake, Bill. Is that what's going on here? Cause like, just be real with me, Bill. Also, Zeranto said the game makes you think of Cormac McCarthy, except that there's not a lot of like stabbing and skinning and like people being burned horribly. Like, if you've ever read Blood Meridian, I've read Blood Meridian, and by the end of it, I was just like, fuck me. Like, the Cormac McCarthy version of this game would be very hard to play. You get to the end of it, and you would just be wrung out. But yes, Cormac McCarthy is amazing. His books are like one long, horrible sentence of bad things happening, which I like. Did you know that Blood Meridian is Blood Meridian's a big inspiration for Apocalypse World? Did you know that? Yeah. Yeah, Cormac McCarthy's some good shit. Terrible, awful shit, but good still. Yeah. Yeah. Stop whistling. We got stuff.
The jackrabbit flees across the desert, and the house cat follows. They're equals in speed and finesse, a miniature portrait of lion and gazelle. This drama
Is that a
of
jackalope?
nature captivates, even though, if you're honest, the whole spectacle's mostly just adorable.
Look, it's got little horns. It's got to be a jackalope.
The hare turns as it lands and carries the momentum forward. The house cat reacts too slow.
Fuck yeah.
Skids past, putting distance between the two critters. The hare races past you. Are those? No. Couldn't be. This jackrabbit has antlers. Huh.
The jackalope always makes me think of America's Funniest People? Not America's Funniest Home Videos, the other one. Yeah. God, that shit was bad. Go, jackrabbit, go!
Your mighty whoop fills the jackrabbit with determination. It turns and thrusts its antlers at the cat, little teeth bared like needles.
It's Bucky O'Hare.
The house cat hits the brakes and bolts the other direction, twice as fast as before.
Oh, shit. Look at that. Little teeth bared like needles. Get him, jackrabbit. Nice. All right, we got a little jackalope story. All right, southward. Southward towards Las Vegas, which means, in English, the Vegas. I don't actually know what Vegas means. I guess I could probably at this point like hitch a ride to Vegas. Exactly. It's such a dumb joke, but it's so good. Like, welcome to Las Cruces, which in English means the Cruces. It means the meadows. Excellent. All right, pick me up. You don't want to... Let me show you my sexy skeleton leg. Well, you don't want to stop and pick up a sexy skeleton? Aw, you dick. Fine. Just walk. I believe being a skeleton in this case is a metaphor. It's a metaphor for having my humanity stripped away, that I am an empty vessel for the stories which I accumulate as I wander this lonely land. Also, so I can bone down with Grandma. Hey, Strider. Welcome back. Oh, look, the California border. Is Vegas really that close to the border of California and Nevada?
They sheepishly, how else, approach the edge of the water and lap at it. A moving cloud stalking the plain on stocky legs. It's a huge flock, and for a long time you see no shepherd, until a figure on a horse crests over a ridge in the hilly terrain.
Do state borders in America, like, matter at all if you're not the FBI? Like, jurisdictionally, I guess they matter, and like, laws vary from state to state, but, like, there's no reason not, like, there's nothing, like, no one will, like, hassle you. There's no, like, yeah. It's like Canada, right? Yeah, okay. Also, yeah, the way these are written is just so beautiful.
He rides a white horse. No, a pale horse.
Oh, fuck.
No, actually, a horse the sickly green color of an ashen corpse. And he's a gaunt figure clothed in a ragged cloak. But in spite of that, he seems in good spirits. Aren't they beautiful?
So, you going to the Bauhaus concert? I like your sheeple.
My flock. Bigger than it has been in centuries.
I like his weaselly voice.
He stalks through the mass of beasts, their soft bodies instinctively giving way to the spindly legs of his mount. Oh, there it goes. He points with one emaciated toe at a black ram moving through the flock. The soul of an evil man.
Evil man, huh? That's a lot of sheep.
You notice you can't see the horizon. Just a diffuse line where sky meets the rolling tide of woolen animals. Yes, this has been a good century. But I have an inkling it's about to get even better. Your heart chest curls up and shivers at the way he surveys his flock.
Cool. Spooky. So he's referring to World War I, right? He's referring to the end of World War I and the coming of World War II, and he's like, everything's great for death. But it's gonna get better, because, yo, atomic bombs. All right, tell me, improve my story. What do you got? The all-powerful king of bulls. Oh, good. So this is the Bull King, but made even better. So both of the bull stories have, like, filled out completely. That's cool. Yeah, I think they're both fully eyes open. So that means I can swap that Bull King story for another one. Tell some new stories, yo. There it is, the all-powerful King of Bulls. Well, I'm doing good on these ones. I got two full ones. This was the first story I ever heard. Go ahead and mitch it. Oh, that was a strange kid. The kid that yelled at me in Alabama. This young city's packed with folks heading out to work at Boulder Dam. It's also packed with, well, vice. It's been a while since I've seen so many people having such a good time. Hey, Ambi. Thank you. Welcome to the squad. Pale Horse's death, right? That was very definitely death. Yeah. Okay, let's explore Las Vegas.
The neon-gilded main streets thronged with revelers. You pass beneath a glittering marquee onto a dazzling casino floor. A croupier stands behind a red and black wheel, wearing a spotless suit and an easy smile. He winks as you approach. Get a place to bet?
I never could say no to a croupier.
He grins at you, a snag-toothed smile. Black or red then, stranger? Outside bet. Even odds. He spreads his hands, the ball pinched between forefinger and thumb.
If you like to gamble, I'll tell you I'm your man. You win some, lose some, all the same to me.
Nothing but the tick-clack of wood as the ball jumps from red to black and back again. Comes to rest on black.
Yes.
Your lucky day, stranger. The croupier grins. Pass it on, yeah? Lots of folks around here who want it. A pair steps up to take your place. All on black.
Let me tell you the story about my friend who got a tattoo of the 8 of spades so that every time someone asked him about it, he could be like, yeah, it's from my favorite song. That Motorhead song, 8 of spades. I love that song, the 8 of spades. And then wait to see if they would correct him. So good. Such a good goof. A croupier. So the internet says here, a croupier is a piece of sautéed or rebaked bread, often cubed and seasoned, that is used to add texture and flavor to salads, notably a Caesar salad. That's a croupier. All right, Panhandle, give me some change. I'm gonna save the cash. You pocket the money. He knows what trouble you'll have to buy off down the road. No, an actual croupier. Croupier is it's a dealer at a gambling table. Somebody who's just like, it's like a table manager. Little known fact: a croupier is immune to damage from forks. It's impossible to fork a croupier, which makes them immune to seduction as well. All right, we're heading southeast now. That's a crouton, Adam. A croupier is like a tie, but bigger. No. See, that's you're thinking. You're thinking of a cravat. I don't have. This is a much harder joke to do live. See, this would be the part where I would tell you like what a crampon is, and then you tell me no, that's a crampon, and then you tell me what a coupon is, and we'd go back and forth doing that. Okay, so we're going back east, southeast into Arizona. We're gonna skirt the border. So southeast, we're gonna skirt the California border. Yeah, crampon. It's like for climbing. It's a. I just John Harpered the joke. Listen, it's a text joke. All right, it's a sprawl voice and a sprawl joke. Yeah, exactly. It's a call and response version of the Lone Wolf and Cub game where you actually have to know the definition of stuff. You see it on Twitter sometimes. It's pretty funny, actually. The first time I ever saw that joke was Rick and Morty. Because someone was like, Rick and Morty, that's that thing that happens to you when you die and your body gets all stiff, right? And then people just, like, the thread was very long. Oh shit, there's a Mexico border. We did it. So houses abandoned, board up windows, unruly window boxes, and a gate rusted completely shut. You hop the fence. In the backyard, you find a garden shed with a door that shuts tight. While cars rumble outside, you get a long, safe sleep. Oh, nice. Now, I can't cross bridges, evidently, so I gotta go over here. No, thankfully, there's no fascist-designed buffoonery wall here. I could just cross the Colorado River and pop over in Old Mexico.
The railway was a fast route between two towns, but the oil which promised to make each town rich was never there. The track died fast. The citizens, like the bird, survive on pickings. The vulture gouges at a cow's jawbone, a piece of paper trapped under the skull.
What does it say?
Your motion disturbs the bird, takes off with an air of disdain. The buffalo is long dead. There was no meat left. It lands again, not far across the track. The note tears as you pull it free. I can't wait longer. Ran out of food. Mary, I can't wait longer. Ran out of food, so had to hunt. I hate it. I said we'd leave for a new life, but not one like this. Guess you changed
Not like this,
mind.
Mary. Not like this.
If you still want to marry me,
Hey,
I'm
Ty.
going north. I love you.
That's right, go north to
The
Canada.
rider did not make it far.
Oh, 200 yards.
Some 200 yards across the track is a body on its back. It stinks. Marks in the dirt indicate someone tried to move it. Its arms are folded over its chest. A once white handkerchief has been used to cover the man's face.
That's rough. Fuck. I'm going north. 200 yards, then dead.
The clothes at the front are bloody and torn where they've been pecked by birds. There's no obvious wound that hasn't been inflicted after death. When you roll it over with your foot, the killing blow is obvious. A shotgun blast to the back at short range.
Yikes. That's harsh. All right, well, didn't have a great time in old Southern California. Let's head over to Arizona here. Yeah, I'm going north. Rolls a 1. Ugh. Okay. Heading east. Can I tell the difference between the different areas of mythology? I have found, in my experience of this game, the mythology of the eastern parts of America tend to be much more European in their origin and their style. And the further we go west, the American mythology tends to split. And this is like obviously super reductive, but it splits, and you see mythology influenced by the indigenous people that settlers interact with. And then on the other hand, the mythology becomes inward-looking. It becomes stories about the settlers themselves, about their own lives and their kind of advancement into the world. This sort of manifest destiny myth. Obviously, there's lots to it beyond that, but yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting seeing the development of mythology.
The fish nods affably. He swings his catch over his shoulder, grunting with effort. Got a big one today. Gonna eat it while it's fresh. They're welcome to join me. There's plenty to go around. He climbs off the jetty and lays the body on a large rock.
Meat's back on the menu, boys!
He works with practiced efficiency. To remove the shirt, the fish cradles the body in his arms. When he removes the man's trousers and underwear, the gesture he uses to lift the corpse's hips is almost intimate. It seems the fish is taking care to not cause bruising.
This is the wrong-ass kind of mermaid.
The fish trims the man's hair. Head, chest, groin, even legs. Then he stabs the knife into the man's chest, leaning hard to force it
This is
open.
awesome and terrifying.
The bones part with a crack. Fish guts the corpse and tosses away the offal. You gonna help me get it on the fire?
The only way we're going to toss away the offal is if I just back slowly away and never... I will assist the fish. Wave it, goat. Everybody, wave it, goat.
You prop the body up while the fish
Hello, flock.
skewers it on a rough spear. The corpse sags.
Came in at a good
your
time.
arms like a drunk. Together, you lay the body over a pit of hot coals. Its flesh sizzles. Here's a sharp, sour smell, swiftly overwhelmed by the odors of cooked fat.
Long pork.
Tantalizing, isn't it? The smell alone makes me famished. The fish rolls his eyes in a melodramatic expression of desire. He flips the body over and tests it with a fork. This bit's ready. Want some?
He flips the body over onto its front and tests it with the fork and then offers me some. Fishman, you know I eat that booty.
The flesh is chewy, rich, and oozes flavor. It is the sweetest of savory dishes. The warmth trickles down your throat and stokes your hunger. This is a meal that leaves the diner craving, not sated. Don't rush it, the fish warns. You'll get hiccups.
Fuck. That one's amazing. That one's almost as good as the guy that turned into powder and then I ate him. The guy that turned into dust. Remember that one? That was a good one too. It was the most charming cannibalism I've ever experienced. I'm definitely gonna tell Mr. Wolf about that. Just outside Phoenix, I ate a man's ass. You share a bus stop with an old man who shifts from foot to foot. Hey, he says, suddenly turning towards you. You want to hear a good story? With the air of a man who's distracting himself from something, he stumbles quickly through a tale about Pecos Bill, the cowboy who tamed the wind, confusing himself here and there, backtracking, adding new details out of order. You barely piece the story together. You suddenly realize he's told you a twisted story, the version of the story about Bill, the cowboy who rode the storm. Hell yeah, upgraded that Bill story. Bill? Cowboy Bill?
The old man sits by the roadside. A post protrudes from the dirt. A mismatched set of horseshoes tethered to the top with colorful string. I wish I knew where it went,
Old man
he
voice.
mutters. He glances up and startles. I know you. We've met before, haven't we? I know you.
Let me do some quick math. So Lapis, at the very least, the game has there's 219 stories with up to three total like upgrade stories on it. So there's 657 possible interactions if you were to fully upgrade every single story. 657. Voice acting all of those would take a lot. So it's a little understandable that they would do that, where they would be like, okay, right, there were 25 writers in the game. You can understand why they might be like, we're not going to voice this. It's just like a generic, like, you upgrade the story. Yeah. It's a lot. That's intense. Yeah, it is a place where there is a little bit, you get a little bit of that, the polish rubbed off. But
He stands, triumph in his smile. It's been 50 years, but I'd recognize
it's
you
been
anywhere,
48
General.
years.
He fingers his lapel. I don't have it anymore, but I remember that day so well. You shook my hand. He offers that hand to you.
Sure. What's up, you?
There's a jolt as your palms meet. The sky grows dark. A faceless crowd gathers, a hodgepodge of uniforms and insignia. The old man smiles. Years melt from him. And then you said... The response leaps from your tongue. This is for your bravery. There's a medal in your hand. He grins, salutes. The horde around you falls. 100 spectral soldiers dropping into the dirt. You step back. The darkness recedes, and the world is as it was.
Basically, every single one of these is like a great
But
story
the old
hook you could
man
use in
still
D&D.
wears the medal. Well, how about that? Thank you, stranger.
This is why when people ask me, like, how do I come up with, like, inspiration for role-playing games? I'm like, just look at actual, like, myths and stories.
Want your picture taken?
And then
The man smiles.
change
at
them
you.
for your game.
His teeth are sharp. His companion glances up sharply.
I told you. I don't like it. No more till we know it's safe.
Ooh, you got an enchanted camera? What is it? What's going on? What's happening? Did you sell your aperture to the devil?
The second man spits his words out.
We're killing people. We take their damn picture. A few weeks later, a newspaper wants it, and it's always a fucking obituary.
so good.
The sharp-toothed man shrugs. Traveling alone is dangerous. Not our fault. So, want a photograph?
I am the one who takes the photographs around here, fucko.
Neither responds immediately. The sullen man barks a laugh.
Not so sure now, are you? It's your damn camera. Fuck it. I'm no coward. You getting the photograph? So will I.
His goad works. His sharp-toothed companion jerks his chin up and strides in front of the lens.
Invoke cameraturgy.
The men rush to their darkroom. They're out barely 20 minutes later. Neither looks happy.
Oh,
The sharp-toothed man thrusts the picture at you.
Doesn't make sense. Must be broken.
His image is sharp, in perfect focus. His companion appears only as a blur.
These little, like, micro-fictions are so good. They're so good. All right, so we're gonna go and meet with the Navajo lady again. We're gonna meet Navajo grandma. So let's talk to her. This is our second visit with her.
It started around the time we would harvest corn. During this season, the Army of the United States of America raided our lands, burned our homes and crops, and killed off our livestock. The Army told my parents that those who did not surrender would be killed or face death in the harsh winter weather, and so my parents surrendered. Thankfully, I was a strong young girl when we were forced to walk over 300 miles to Huildi, or Bosque Redondo, New Mexico territory. I witnessed the death of many of our people, from the wise and caring elderly to the beautiful pregnant women to young babes who were shown no mercy by the U.S. Army. Shikis, my friend, can you tell me a story that brings strength to those who hear it?
I mean, I hope so. I'm not big on hopeful stories. I can try. They did a really good job picking writers for these things that have a connection. Writers and voice actors that it sounds like have a connection to the story. It's not just like, here's a story told by a Navajo woman in a game written by Johnny O'Connell from Boston. You know, like they seem to do a good job connecting those people, which is neat. It gives it an authenticity. Okay, so she needs some hope. She needs some hope. I just know a lot of like scary ghost stories. The soldier who journeyed 20 years for love. Maybe it had kind of a sad ending, but maybe it's changed into a hopeful story. She's not gonna like this one. Nah.
I do not wish to spend my time dwelling with this
So
particular
is it that one was a sad one?
Chicas.
Okay, it's still sad.
Sometimes I found myself wondering if all Bilagans are this way, violent and surrendering to ways of untamed animals. And where do they come from? Do they touch all things with such distaste? Or do they know kindness and tenderness?
I mean, I'm trying.
Shikis, my friend, can you tell me a story that looks to the future with hope?
I'm like very low on hopeful stories. Man left to die. Guy who got shot in the guts. A story of sexy songs. Maybe The Last Born Buffalo. I can't tell if this is a sad one or a hope one. I did help. Let's try this. The Future Cab one I took out. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's try this one. See if she likes this one better.
Oh, I don't have it in my heart to enjoy this story.
God, I'm not doing a great job for her.
We were so far displaced from the 4 sacred mountains. The landscape changed. There was no canyon. The crops did not grow in abundance. And the ancestors became a whisper that rode on the breeze when the wind came in from the west. Since that day we stepped foot on Huildi, we were being beckoned home. Shikis, my friend, can you tell me a story that looks to the future with hope?
Okay, maybe. Scary stuff, sad stuff. Metal worker in a company house. Okay, let's at least do that. Here, let's do this one. Let's tell the story of Fidelina's tale. That one will be good. Fidelina's good. Those two ladies would get along.
Fedite
There
are
we
like
go.
that too, strong in the face of adversity. Another person told me the Bilaganas believe in a place called heaven. I imagine this isn't the same spiritual place where our holy people and ancestors have journeyed onto after they passed away. Shikis, my friend, I need to laugh.
Those are the stories I have the least of, girl. This was a funny story until it stopped being one. Ghosts who murdered the orchestra. That was a good story. It got ruined. Funny. I guess I can just tell Quinn's adventure story, focusing on the funny parts. Those are kind of like wild cards. Yeah.
That one made me smile. You told it well. Travel, As we passed Tuzidza, I realized that it was the furthest away I had been from home. We were forced to walk over dark, coarse rocks that caused some people's feet to bleed. I held on tight to my medicine pouch, assisted the elders, and tramped forward. Shikis, my friend, can you tell me a story that brings strength to those who hear it?
Okay. She wants another hopeful story. We had one that we thought might be, right? Like, what did we think that one was? We maxed out the communist worker one. Yeah. Music haunted store. The metal worker, maybe. Okay, let's try that one. Nope.
Some
That's a
kinds
sad
of
one.
sadness must be resisted.
I should have, if I wanted to be like really
Sometimes
optimal, I would write them all
look into
down
the
as I would
soul
go.
of some of those ill-fated people, and I would still see a breath of kindness and goodwill. Surely they aren't all doomed, or else there's no hope for the days ahead. Look, the sun is rising.
Oh,
My
you mean
time
the
here is
other
over.
metal worker one?
I must
Okay.
travel
Well, I'll get another
onward
chance
this
with her.
way.
We can just go straight back.
Will you travel there too? If you do, please look for me. I would like to tell you more about the long walk to Hawildi and about what happened to my sister on the way.
Yeah, because we're headed back to California anyway. We only came to Arizona to see her to begin with, and to visit Phoenix. So let's up that story, and then we'll turn around and head that way. So he's gonna upgrade. Come on, what do you got? Man whose death bones rattle. The man who heard his death approaching. Remember that version, even if it's not quite what happened. Oh, you mean like the NPC metal worker? Yeah, the dude that was telling us about the Bible stuff. Yeah, okay. Let's see, where was that story we just got? Here we go. Man whose death bones rattled. Let's replace it with the scary VW bus. See, that's all I have is like ghost stories and shit. Here we go. Look, a cookhouse that serves hungry travelers. Let's add that one. 'Cause she's going to want another... Yeah, she's going to want another, like, hopeful story. The Raven and the Salmon. Remember that one? This is a good one. A lot of weird fish stuff in this one. Okay. So we're gonna go. I could go. I guess. Okay. Let's follow. Let's follow the 80 down to this town here, which I don't know what city that is, but we're gonna go down here, and then we'll hook. We'll get a ride. We'll get a ride back out towards California next time. Are we going the right way? We're going east? Okay. Oh, did you miss that part, Blue Jay? No, you caught that. You were here for the end of that with the fish outside Phoenix. It's a hopeful story. Why not? Am I going the right way? Yeah, I am. Heading out New Mexico way. I want to upgrade. Actually, did I add them as a story? Where's my lesbian? Get out of here, dead horse. Yeah, there we go. Haunted house lesbians. That's right. Out Portland way, I met with two fine ladies. Camped out in a haunted house. Oh, what was it haunted by? Gayness. Also, these are like one-way highways, which is super annoying. They never seem to be going the way I'm going. Oh, it's El Paso. That's Spanish for the Paso. Alright, so we'll catch up on these stories and we'll meet this new person.
The old man's shoulders slant under the bright-colored bird.
Yee, look at the bird. It's like a toucan.
And that's why he stands with a cane. Man and bird watch your approach with interest. "Howdy, stranger," says the man. "Howdy, stranger," croaks the bird.
This guy's bird voice is like 6 out of 10.
The man shifts his shoulder, bobbing up the bird. "Rosalie here tells fortunes." There's pride in his voice. "Ain't no other like her. Care to hear yours? Just a single coin." He leans on his cane and extends a well-worn palm.
Brack, tell your fortune. Brack. You're doomed. Yeah, tell me.
Your coin disappears into the man's jacket. He jingles one pocket, then scratches Rosalie at the back of her bill. She rasps. "The greatest burdens on your road are the ones you choose to carry."
Okay. What the fuck does that mean, bird?
The man cracks a smile. "Make of it what you will. I like to think it means our lives get easier when we forgive ourselves. She's a smart bird, is Rosalie." The man tips his hat. "Good luck on your way."
Brack, buy Bitcoin. Brack. Stupid ass bird. You don't know shit. I'm going to El Paso. Eat some salsa. "Listen to this," blurts a boy loitering outside a grocery store. He tells you the story of the fire after the poker game at the Weinkauf Hotel, but wildly altered. It's a great story. The arsonist who burns down gambling dens.
A woman crouches in this meadow, making quick, fine strokes on a fresh page in her notebook. She gives you a small, careful smile. "Want to see what I'm working on?" she asks.
I would love to. Wow, it's so beautiful. Thank you for showing me.
She beckons you closer, and you see a flower half finished on the first page of her book. As you watch, though, she moves quickly to the next page and begins to draw the cluster of tangled stamens inside it with eerie, incredibly detailed accuracy.
A cluster of tangled stamens.
She speeds up. She flips to the next page and draws a minuscule bug nestled between the flower's delicate innards. Flip. Next page. Now she's drawn its eye. It blooms across the page in under 3 seconds, as real as anything. Too real. But before you can ask, flip. Next page. Now she's drawn some weird cluster of stringy filaments. Is this the surface of the bug's eye? But she's on to the next page, faster than ever. Fingers a blur as
Was
they
she like a dot
spread
matrix printer?
tangled
What's happening?
dots and lines. Your stomach somersaults.
I'll keep watching.
Flip. Next page. dots and blurs woven together, incoherent, nothing you've ever seen before. You feel absolutely sick to your stomach. Flip, next page. A new tangle of dots and blurs, weird and familiar. You taste bile.
My God, it's full of stars.
Flip, next page. A cloudy orb in a sea of black flops out of her pencil like as if by accident, and she's already turning to the next page, drawing a smear of gray. But flip, the gray smear parts. A continent, flip. Terrain, flip. A meadow with 2 dots in the middle, and flip. Your head, her head, the flower. God. You cough and kneel hard in the dirt. You're back where you began. Sick as a dog.
Wow. Damn. Okay.
The artist takes your hands and hold them tight. Hers are stinging hot, like a truck hood after a long drive. It always wraps back around, she whispers in your ear. No matter how far I go, I'm always coming home.
The woman with the tremendous artistic ability, also the ability to fold space, I guess. Man, El Paso, you got some fucked up stories. There's a dusty haze hanging over this strange tent city. The Rio Grande carves a barrier between you and Juarez. Oh, the Rio Grande. It's slightly bigger than the Rio Tall, but not as big as the Rio Venti. You can see folks in the opposite bank. Wonder what stories they're collecting over there.
There's a wallet on the ground where the alley joins the street, stuffed with bills. You pick it up and glance around, spotting a man on his hands and knees in the alley.
Excuse me, I appear to have lost my glasses.
He sheepishly admits.
Where's your
They're
glasses?
on the ground just behind him.
Oh, no.
You snag him before he crushes them with an errant knee.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
He scans the alley.
You, didn't find my wallet, too, did you?
Did all of his inventory just fucking fly out of him? Yeah, here you go.
His face lights up.
Oh, thank you.
He turns, then hesitates.
You know, I had a ticket to see the new movie at the plaza. Not in the mood after this. Please, take it. For your help.
Okay, I love the movies.
Your seat is plush and comfortable. The crowd chats excitably around you. You settle in for the movie. The first few scenes play out fairly predictably. It appears to be a romantic comedy about golf. The crowd seems largely disinterested, their prior enthusiasm muted. Abruptly, the scene shifts from the dancing and grand ceremony to a shot of a grubby alley. People start sitting up in their seats. Takes you a second to realize you're looking at yourself. You stoop to pick up the wallet, then see the man. The crowd grows tense as you hand him his glasses. The audience cheers as you hand over the wallet.
So weird.
The applause spreads like a brush fire. People start leaping to their feet, turning to look at you. Their approbation continues for far longer than is comfortable.
No, stop approbating. The morality play at the Plaza Theater. Yeah, now showing the king in yellow. Oh, fuck. We all wear masks here. Jesus. All right, I'm going to try to earn some money and have my fuck off. God damn it, puppeteer. Make a little man play a guitar. Attention, hog. Oh, he tips a bunch of money to me and he... Oh, that's so nice. You start to leave when you see the puppeteer packing up his stuff. Thank God you're surprised, however, when he walks in your direction. He tips a good third of the money from his head into yours. Sorry about that. I know how it is. Oh, wow. You ever think of acquiring a gimmick? I slept rough for 5 years before I learned this puppet crap. I got a friend who took up ventriloquism. People like to feel as if they're rewarding hard work. It's bullshit, though. Puppets ain't good for anything. The puppet's like, that's what you think. Okay, well, we don't need to buy anything, so we're stacked. El Paso been good to us. Let's go and talk to this new friend. Rocio by Stuart Arias.
When was the last time you ever prayed? For me, it feels like a lifetime. My hands, I never thought I'd see my hands so worn, you know, rough and yellow from the calluses. There's a sting like fiery needles like surging through my fingers. When my hands meet, the pain grows hotter and meaner. And my arm muscles contract as if they wish to rip through the skin.
That sounds rough.
And yet, when these hands are picking fruit from the ground, the pain cruelly leaves. $1 y 20 centavos. $1.20 y the absence of a prayer. I never thought I'd see myself like this. Do you know anything funny? Anything I can write home about to mijo?
I might know a funny story or two. Why does everybody want funny stories? And there are none. There's so few. Okay. Here you go. I'll tell you a story about body songs. Everybody likes that. There once was a man from Albuquerque.
Oh, if mijo were here, I would tell him that one. I would like to see his little face laugh. Joy, mijo, my son. Or at least my memory of him keeps me going. I forget how long it's been.
Let me tell you a story. It's about this little frog who's riding a unicycle. That's the story.
I wonder sometimes at what age does one start forgetting and stop forgiving. I hope when I see him again, he will understand. I hope. Please share a story of hope with me.
Yeah, everybody has sad stories to share, but they want hope. Puts a lot of work on my freaking shoulders. All these are like scary. Yeah, I could tell her the lesbian story. All right, let's tell her a story about some lesbians. We don't know they're lesbians. We just know they're gal pals.
What a good story.
Yeah.
I will remember it for a while. I know. Love? I'd rather not speak about him ever again. Like his mother used to tell me. Cuanto menos se dice, mejor te curas.
People who speak Spanish? What does that mean? Because I don't understand.
The least you say, the fastest you'll mend.
There it is.
Maybe you have a good, hopeful story to tell?
Another one? I might have a story. Where's the one about the giving away food? Did I load that one? I can't remember. The dreams? Oh yeah, I had those dreams. Let me try. What? Oh my god, it means the Vegas.
What a wonderful story. We need stories like this.
You got me
to
with
give
my
us
own joke.
strength. Heaven. When I held my child for the first time in my arms, I wept. I wept that Dios blessed me with such a beautiful creation. I wept because he was born from a broken one. Maybe you have a good, hopeful story to tell?
More? Oh, why do I have to be responsible for everyone's hope? I'm not good at this. You know, it's a good story. You'll die. Everyone will die, and nothing matters. So just do whatever. Oh God. Okay, well here, Austin Walker tells a good story.
What a good story. I will remember it for a while. I know. It is through my faith in him that I'm still here. Though there are times where I wonder if he sees that. Please share a story of hope with me.
Another hopeful story. Okay, well now I can tell her any story because we've already locked her in at full. So I want to spread. Here, I'm gonna tell you a story about Charles Manson. That's a hopeful story.
That one I do not believe.
It's from the future. He's a horrible.
The future.
Let me tell you about these singing
This
Beatles.
is stir amongst the workers going on for years now. Whatever it is, I don't know if it'll work. And if it doesn't, well, just another day for picking grapes. Well, here is the sun.
Yeah,
I
there you
must
go.
get ready to walk again. I'm going this way. New fields, new work.
All right, I will follow you west.
Besides, you must be tired of listening to me. I'm already talking like una anciana, an old woman at the edge of her deathbed. What about you? How do you make sense of your life?
I'm a skeleton, so Rocio, I don't make sense of shit right now. Okay,